everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am Marissa, aka the Crafting Creature, and today we are going to be working on a Christmas stocking. It's one that I bought from Joann's, RIP, and we're gonna embroider a piece of fabric and then we're gonna sew it onto the Christmas stocking. It would be a little tricky to embroider on that stocking. This Christmas stocking is for my sister's puppy. My sister named her Zelda. Then the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom video games from the Legend of Zelda series. Zelda's favorite flower is the Silent Princess. So I am embroidering a Silent Princess with Zelda's name on it. And that's what we're doing today. So let's get started. Hi everybody. My plan is to embroider a smaller piece of fabric and then sew it on. But we'll see how well that works. I'm not feeling incredibly confident. So this is for my sister's puppy. She wants the Silent Princess flower, a paw print, and her puppy's name, which is Zelda, hence Silent Princess. I have to try to do like a colored thing. I wish that there was like a light blue that came in this pack, because that might be... Oh, that's perfect. Let's use this. Since the stocking is light blue, then I'll just use this to put it on. I'm not sure what's happening here, and I don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna take off the tag because it's been so long since I was supposed to do this project that I definitely can't return it even if I wanted to. The stocking is so warm, I don't want to touch it. So it looks like that, which means that I want it to be here. Just like so. So I don't know if you saw it, but if you didn't, I just made this duck, which I am very proud of, and I washed it and it removed all of the soluble ink. So I know that if I draw on this, it'll wash out. I found a reference photo, so what I'm gonna try to do is just zoom in a little, and then I'm just gonna trace it. So I'm just gonna trace on it very gently because I don't want to ruin my laptop. Just realized how difficult that's gonna be to try to embroider a paw there, so I don't think I'm gonna do it there after all. Maybe I can try to do it here in the A. Nice! That looks pretty good. I don't know if you can see that, but that's pretty good. Okay, so I found this picture on Google, and I'm just kind of rearranging it where I want it to be. Not too terribly concerned about it because I feel like I can just cut around it, but you never know, you know? And I kind of want the leaf to be going under, but I don't know if that'll look stupid or not. Okay, I'm gonna move it up a little bit because the top of the petal is right here, and this petal is right here, and the other three aren't really that close to the edge. Play this game so many times, you would think that I would remember what things look like. Here comes the intense war between an embroidery loop and me. I eventually won, but at what cost? Those are the green colors that I am using for the leaves, and here begins the embroidery. I didn't record a lot of it because, you know, once you do one thing, it's pretty easy to just repeat that and you don't need to see me do the same thing 50 times. I finished the steaming thingies. I want to stress that this is an attempt of French knots and not actual French knots, obviously. I now kind of know how to do it, but during this time it was just really coming out as horrible blobs of random knots, which, you know, the embroidery stitch is called a French knot, but it's more of like the non-aesthetic style of knot, and one that you either want to cut off or detangle. But yeah, so the trick that I learned that I'm not doing in this clip is when you wrap your needle a couple times and you poke it through, hold on to the thread that is closer to your knot, and then that way it won't be tied down in loose threads, and then I won't have to cover it up like you're seeing me do now, because I did not in fact do that properly. More embroidery videos will be coming out soon where I'm slowly starting to figure out what I'm doing. But do not use this video as a tutorial of French knots. You will not be pleased with your results. So I'm using a mix of satin stitch and split stitch to fill in the petals, and I'm just going back and forth with a gradient from a light blue to a dark blue. Going slowly here now. Still sped up quite a bit, but not as stroke inducing, I feel like. As long as you don't have your needle completely through the fabric, you can always just pull it back out and try it again if you did not like your original placement of where the stitch is beginning. Fancy transition for you to show the ugly back. I'm pretty sure it took me 10 or so hours to embroider, but I obviously was not doing it all in one day. I think I worked on it for maybe like 4 or 5 hours a day, because this is during my Christmas vacation. And now I present to you the delighted, albeit unhinged, cackling of an embroidering witch. Enjoy.
That looks so good. I love it. I'm so happy.
The back is a mess, but that's fine. But I did one petal. I just have to finish 4 more, and then the leaves. So yeah. I found it easier to embroider like 2 sides of whatever shape you're embroidering. You're using a fill stitch, and then you just color in between the stitches, basically, is what all that you're doing. As you can see, the embroidery hoop was not as tight as it should have been, and I was kind of struggling to remember to pull it tight every single time. So I was just getting very annoyed. So that's why the fabric is kind of puckering, because once you embroider it, whatever the state of how wrinkly or non-wrinkly the fabric is, it's going to be cemented that way when you embroider. Zelda's name off camera. It was just so tiny that my fingers kept getting in the way, so I did try to record it, but it didn't work out. Ooh, that shot looks scary. Cutting out the embroidery because I didn't want to see all the puckering, wrinkled fabric of the background. Plus, I think it just looks better to sew onto the stocking if you can just see the stocking. I didn't get into like all of the nooks and crannies, like in the stamen and in the letters, but that's why I chose a light blue. Okay, I finished the embroidery off camera because it was just a lot of the same split stitch that you have already seen a gazillion times, and even more that I edited out because you're welcome. And I smeared some glue all over the back just to secure all of the knots in place and to help it fasten to the stocking. And while that was tacky, not quite dry, but while it was tacky, I started sewing a few stitches throughout the border, just to make sure that the edges don't peel upwards, because that would drive me nuts. So yeah, and now I'll show you the final reveal, even though you are currently looking at it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Lots more videos to come, so if you want to stick around, go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell. I don't post every single week, but when I do, it is on a Saturday around noon. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!